One thing I'll say about it is that it's tedious and expensive. And I've worked with two of what I think are some of the best forensic people still in the game. The very best I think I've ever worked with was David Wilson, and David Wilson was a law enforcement officer many years ago. He's an attorney now, and he's really out of the forensics game, but he was the founder of one of the first cyber crimes divisions in a local law enforcement office here in North Texas, and really for a long time was a pioneer of these types of cases, crimes, what have you, and was at one time law enforcement, then retired private practice, now is practicing attorney. And other firms I've worked with, Dan Fitzgerald at Storm's Edge Consulting, CKC Consulting, both firms are phenomenal and have been able to provide us with some fantastic insight into what's going on employees' computers, or what's going on a situation where we've got an affirmative claim for relief and we've got to exonerate our client. And those individuals can help you do that. And I highly recommend you, if you're ever faced with something like this, get involved with a forensic examiner as quickly as possible, because they can retrace your step to show that on September 1st, 2017, you were actually at the Starbucks outside of the convention center in Dallas, Texas, and not where this alleged crime occurred, which was someplace else. And these are the kinds of things where the cell phone tracking features and the tracking features in these apps can really help a client, because they can show whereabouts that would otherwise only be proved by the word of somebody who's been accused of something. So the point being is that prior to these tracking apps and these tracking features, data tracking features in these apps and these applications, these programs we use on our smartphones, whereabouts would be corroborated by things like receipts, if you kept them. Most people don't, especially not anymore. They would be tracked by your engagements with people along that route. If you engaged with anybody, most people are just on their way from A to B. They're not going to stop and talk to Jim down at the store. They're on their way from A to B to conduct some business, some personal business, some professional business, and they're usually not engaging with other people. So having a smartphone that tracks a client's location can be really beneficial. And in the same thread, it can be very good.